谁骑自行车？好，这些谁？
And who rode a bicycle when they were younger?
小的时候没骑过自行车，小的时候没骑过自行车。你们谁以前都骑过自行车？哎，都骑过自行车。
Yeah, many people. So now the question is, why did you stop riding a bicycle?
现在有一个问题是，为什么大家现在不骑车了？
They're also age. Yeah, I do it now, So I want to tell them though, because they have some of their friends here who do ride a bike, that proves that any age you can ride a bicycle.
小虎跟大家说，在加拿大，任何年龄阶段的人都可以骑自行车。
So we want to help make this possible. It is a great way to be healthy. It's good for your mind, it's good for your heart, and you can bike with more of your friends here who already do ride.
他说呢，他的任务在这儿呢，就是鼓励大家出去骑自行车。骑自行车对你的脑子好，对你的心脏好，对你的身体好。然后呢，大家呢应该是和朋友们一起去骑车。
So today I want to give a quick overview about riding safely and what are the things I carry with me when I ride my bike.
好，他给大家今天呢，简单的讲一讲，怎么样才能健康的骑车，让你别摔倒。
So, this is a bicycle. Can anyone tell me what is the most important part of your bicycle?
好，你们大家现在看看这个他的自行车，那这个自行车那个哪个部件是最重要的呀？
What are important safety features?
哪儿能让大家觉得就是对健康来对这个安全的是最重要的？什么？
左手。
Yeah, great. Yeah, very important. And so. Yeah. Okay. So do we know? So for this is the Western style bicycle. If I want to turn left or 左手, which brake am I using? Sorry, if I want to, I'm sorry, I'm saying it backwards. The front brake is either left or right. So which one is it? If I want to stop the front of my bike.
他说这个是西式的自行车，这西式自行车呢，如果他要是想把前轮刹住，他应该怎么办呢？因为这有两个闸呀。那是哪个闸？啊？不是，他要先刹前轮。
左手 right? Yes, good job. So, when we're riding our bicycle, do we stop with the left brake or the right brake? Which one is more important?
如果你想刹车的话，如果你骑着车你想刹车，你应该先捏哪边呢？捏左边还是捏右边的闸？右边
right. And the reason is, this is how I can check that my brakes work. So, if I use the left brake and I push forward, up you go. That's what's going to happen with the left brake, right? So you see, this proves the left brake is dangerous on its own, and you can check my left brake is working.
好，他现在告诉大家，你看到他的动作了吧？所以说呢，如果你骑着车，你想快点刹车，如果你啪一捏左闸，你可能车就会周过去了，这是很危险的一个动作，很危险的。
So this is the way I check my brakes before I ride my bike. For the right brake, I'm going to go backwards, and I'm going to press the right brake, and it's the same thing. This is how I check the brakes.
好，这个是他检查这刹车是不是灵，是不是好使的一个办法。刚才你看，他往前一推。 一捏左闸，这车呢，就往前周起来了。然后它往后呢一推，一捏右闸，你再把前轮往上一抬，后面立马就能停住。这就是这个车是好使的，这闸是好使的。看。
So this is part of what's called the ABC check. So we have now one part of our bike checked before we ride the bike. So we have 2 more to go.
好，所以说呢，他说呀，如果你想出门比较安全一点。 你拿出自行车以后，你首先得检查一下。很多人拿出来车，骑着就想赶快跑，那不行的，你一定要花时间，先要检查。所以检查车呢有 ABC check、ABC 检查三点。现在是第一点，这个检查的闸是最重要的一个。
So far we have B for brakes. What is A and what is C? Important parts of our bike.
好，刚才大家说这个刹车呢是 B， 实际上 B 是 brake。 如果大家记住这个 brake 就是这个闸，这个是 B， 那还有 A， 还有 C， 那 A 和 C 是啥呀？
C 是轮子。
什么 C 是什么？
C 是轮子。
啊，C 是 C is a wheel。
Not totally wrong actually, but I think the challenge is it's an English word, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So A is for air. Where is the air important?
A, yes, the air of the tire.
Yes. So air in the tire.
Yeah.
A, we want to make sure before we ride our bicycle, do we have proper air in our tire? How can we check?
怎么来检查这个气呢？这个 air 是气，怎么来检查这个气足不足啊？
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is one of the things I keep in my bag. The pump.
他的包里面总是带着一个小打气的桶。
And so for this, it's gonna take a while to take off. Anyways, this is something I will use if I don't have enough air in my tire. But I don't need to open the valve every time. What is a quick way we can check? I will show you a quick trick.
好，他给大家检查一个，给你找一个很快的检查气足不足的一个方法。
So we're gonna use the palm of our hand and we're gonna push with our body weight. We're gonna put a lot of force in and we're gonna feel almost like you're doing CPR on someone.
好，他说呢，他要把全身的重量都压到这个手掌上，用手掌去压这个车轮子，就好像你做那个急救一样。做急救的时候，你要把这手压到人家胸口，然后呢用全身的力量向上压。
If it feels like my cheek, it needs air for sure. If it feels like my forehead, that means it's solid. This is something we teach to kids, but it's good for any age to remember that trick.
他说呢，这个如果说你压下去呢，你的感觉呢像压到你的这个脸颊一样的，那就是它缺气了。但是呢，如果你压下去以后，你的感觉呢像是在按你的额头一样，这就行了。
Good? Nobody has a soft forehead, right? Okay, does anybody want to come up and check the tires?
你们想要来看看他这个气足不足吗？
You want to check? You want to check? I'll push down. Yeah, it's good. Okay, awesome. So, A, air in our tires. B, brakes. What else starts with B? Is there anything with B?
他刚才说 A 就是 A 是 air 是气 ，B 是 brake 是闸，那 B 还有没有别的可以是 B 的呀？还有别的 B 吗？
Thinking about safety.
想想哪个还关键是对这个汽车的安全比较重视。
Bar, yes, that's true. He knows the advantage.
Yeah.
So handlebar, we want to check that. We want to check that the handlebar is nice right angle with the wheel. It's not tilted wrong, because that means that you might have dropped the bike. Sometimes that happens.
好，那就是平衡，对不对呀？它这个前面的把是不是平衡能力是不是强？如果平衡不好，可能就容易摔倒。
If you're worried that it's loose, a quick way to check is you're going to hold the bike between your hands and you're going to try and move it separate. It shouldn't be loose. That's just a way to check if you're worried maybe you dropped your bicycle.
好这是我们大家都会的，就是检查一下把是不是活动的，是不是往前一站，夹着这个轮子晃一晃把，如果它是哗啦哗啦的直动，那你的车别骑了。
It might seem silly to check all of these things, but it takes less than 1 minute, and you don't want this to go wrong when you're already on the bicycle, right?
对，他说呢，好像看起来听起来挺复杂，实际上你就1分钟就够了。1分钟你检查了以后，这就不容易摔倒啊，因为这车是很结实的。
Another B is our bell. Really important to have a bell on your bike. It is required by the law.
好，他说呢，车子上有铃，这个是法律要求必须的。 就跟汽车的那个喇叭一样。
And now let's talk about C. So I turned around the bicycle. What starts with C? There's only one part of the bike that starts with C. This makes sure you can move your bike.
那 C 是什么呀？大家想想 C。什么？
脚踏轮滑。
Yeah. The pedal. Yeah.
And what's the pedal connected to?
pedal 和哪是连的呀？ 和那个拐，对不对？那拐。
Chain.
Chain
So can you hold this for a quick second?
pin 就是链子，
练习。
Okay, so your chain. What color should your chain be? Should it be green, blue, red, orange, black? What's a good color for a chain? And how does my chain look?
这个链子应该是什么颜色的呀？
什么颜色？
啊，来，
Yes, black or silver. It should be
哎
clean.，
对了，其实呢应该是银色或者是黑色的。
And if it's not, here we go. You don't need to carry this, but it's good if you have some at home. You can share it with your friends. This is bike chain oil. It's not cooking oil. It's not olive oil. It's bike chain oil. Very important that it says it's just for bikes.
这个是专门的润滑车链子的一个油。
So I brought it today to demonstrate. You don't need to keep this with you, but it's good every few months. We like to say once every season, every 3 months. Put a little bit of bike chain oil on your bike. You can see my chain is actually getting a little rusty, right? Reddish orange. It needs to be cleaned and oiled. So I can oil it today. I'll show you how.
好，这个每个车呀，每3个月你都应该把它给它润滑一下，要不然的话这链子呢很容易上锈，一上锈就容易骑着就咔就断了。所以呢，如果你看它这个，他说它这个都已经有一点网红了，你看
And as I do
都
it,
上
it
锈了
starts to tilt it.
你就要应该给它
You can tell them what I'm doing, which is you don't have to squeeze it. You just hold it above the chain and then you rotate the chain. It's good to have a friend to help you out. And you're just gonna put a thin coating on the chain.
你就这样放一点儿，一放就行了，差不多绕两圈儿就好了。
In the middle of the chain, I should say. You're putting the loop chain.
哎，放在中间儿，你看它就这样，就
And why is this important? Does anybody know?
啊，他说为什么这个很重要？刚才我已经给大家说过了，实际上。
That's it.
哎，好了
Why do we need to
可以了
lubricate the chain? Let's think about machines.
啊
Canadian Tire Store, check any sports store, most hardware stores, any bike shop.
那个轮胎店呢，加拿大轮胎都有，加拿大轮胎或者是那个卖运动用品的商店都有这个东西。没有，高上人。
No, and it's for something that's going to be cleaning or maintaining your bike, you want to spend a little bit of money because this one bottle will last me for 5 years at least.
那个医院店不行，但是这个就是如果你在轮胎店买了，这一瓶儿用5年没问题的。
Yeah, and it's $10, so 5, maybe even 10 years it'll last.
有，就是肯尼根泰尔，轮胎店就是肯尼根泰尔有。
2T 啊，
啊，这个东西啊，这写什么？
It won't be this brand, but it'll be
这写的是
it'll be Canadian Tire, it'll say W or shampoo.
哦，这个呢，它和这块儿写的是不一样的。你看它这个上面写的这个自行车仪器。
And it'll look like this, it'll look like a dropper bottle.
不用看，不要看那个，自行车的。但是跟这样还是不一样的，不一样。
If you ask the staff, they can always go over this, because it can be hard to find.
价格，价格
这个是10块钱，这个，这个就是10块钱。
So, we talked about the ABC check. Like air brake.
气，闸，链子，气，闸，链子。
So, TJL.
对，气，闸，
Yeah.
这几
So
个。
now I want everyone to say it, and I'll show them just how quick it is to do all 3 things. So they can say the first word, and I'll show them what it looks like.
好，say the word for the
For
word
each of
气。
ABC checks, they'll say it, and then I'll do it just so they can see how quick it is, because the explanation
你
is
们
long.
大家能不能说，比如说那个气闸这个和链子，你们说一个，他就给你演示一下该怎么做，让大家记住这个怎么做。
So, what's number 1?
第一个
C, right?
气要查这个气。
What's next?
第二个闸，
Okay.
哎，闸，好，那第三个呢？链子，
Okay. I'm gonna look at the chain. I'm gonna make sure it's moving smoothly. And if I need to lubricant, that's it. And that's the full ABC check. It takes less than 1 minute every single time before you ride your bike.
好，这每一次出门，每一次骑车都要做这3项，1分钟完了。
Now, I made sure I have a bell. This helps me if I'm trying to communicate with others, and so that they, if they can't see me, they can hear me.
哎，好，这个呢，铃的作用呢是，你骑车的时候呢，如果你看着前面后面有人或者有车呀，然后你一定要把这个，哎，让它按它一下，让它响，这样的话呢，因为你的声音出不来，这个铃响，他们都能听得见。
Now, what if it's late at night? What if it's raining? What if someone can't see me and I need something that can help me? What else could I have on my bike so that I can see in darker conditions?
如果天黑的时候怎么办？你骑车不安全的，还有什么？
Okay, so put on these lights here.
哎，好，灯。哎，看，它放上一个灯。好，再放一个后面也放一个灯。哎，后面也放一个灯。
It's good to invest in rechargeable lights.
好，这个呢，它是可以充电的，可以充电的灯。
You can now get good rechargeable lights for $20 to $40, and they will last you for years and years, and it will make your rides much more enjoyable, and you'll be much more visible.
How much of this set?
This one was 40, so the higher end is still 40. These are rechargeable.
20到40块钱，它这2个呢是40块钱，但是20块钱就能买一个很好的质量很好的。
And this is USB plug. You don't need any extra batteries or anything.
对，是充电的，是那个用那个U盘它是充电的。
So I can be seen, I can be heard. Now let's talk about quickly some other things I have with me, and then we'll do hand signals. Okay, so what are some other things I should have with me if I'm going on a bike ride?
好，还需要什么呢？他现在要出去骑车了，要出门，还需要什么东西呢？帽子，哎，帽子，
Helmet's so important.
对，这个是最重要的啊，最重要的。
I had it back here so they can see it. Great. Okay. Is a helmet required or is it optional?
这个是必须要求的，还是说可以选择的呀？必须的。Technically,
It is optional once you're older than 18, but you should consider it required because you're just protecting yourself.
他说呢，实际上18岁以下的人是必须的，18岁以上的人是可以不戴，但是呢，我们还是建议大家应该戴，因为对你是一个保护。
Just like checking our bicycle, there are 3 steps and they are called the 2B1 rule.
好，这个呢是有一个，也是有个规则是2，1，2的2，然后是 V 那个 letter V，然后呢还有这3个规则。
Okay, so let's do this together. So when I have my helmet, first of all, I want to make sure it's not cracked or damaged or wet. Helmets do expire. So after 5 to 7 years, unfortunately, you actually need to replace your helmet because it dries out and it becomes brittle, weak.
好，他说呀，你呢拿了一个头盔以后呢，先检查一下有没有换啊，有没有湿啊。实际上呢，这个头盔是有寿命的，大家不是说买这个头盔可以一辈子都戴它的。实际上这个头盔呀，5年就应该换掉了，它就不好了，不好用了。它不是说它看起来还不好，但是实际上呢，它的作用功能已经不行了。
So let's put this on together. So I'm going to hold the straps to the sides and I'm going to put it straight up onto my head.
哎，他把两边的那个链子往上一拿，然后呢就给戴上了啊。
Use a friend or use a mirror to make sure that it's put on evenly from all sides.
好，你让朋友检查一下，或者是呢你自己看镜子看看是不是戴的是很正。
So, first rule, two fingers like this. You want to hold it like that?
哎，好，2个手指。
And you're going to put it here on your forehead. You should have 1 or 2 fingers between the bottom of the helmet and your eyebrow.
好，这个眼眉和这个头盔上面的沿儿距离呢应该是
In my case, it's 1 finger. For some people, it's 2.
哎，有的人呢一个有，他就比较有的头跟咱们不一样啊，一般来说都是2个，但是有的时候1个就可以了，1手指。
Now, does it look level like that?
Yep.
Great. So what's the next step?
第2个是什么？第一个查了2，第2个呢？
B, right?
哎 ，V 对了。
So the V refers to the V on the strap. It should go around your ear evenly. It shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be too low. It should be just under your ear and even V from both sides.
哎，好，它呢就是说呢，这个是两个这个带子呢要变成一个 V 的形状，正好就在耳垂底下，不能在上边，不能在下边。
With the help of a friend, you want to make sure it's the same V from both sides. You can see this side is too high.
对，这个就高了，是吧？这个有点高。
Okay, so
哎，好，哎，这回呢啊就行了，是，好，这回行了。
good.
哎，
And so this is to make sure that it doesn't go side to side if you go into an accident.
这样的话呢，它就会歪。
Okay, last step is 1.
最后是一，
And so for this, we're going to clip it.
哎，扣上。
And we want to have one finger, maybe two, that fits under between the strap and our chin. 1 to 2 fingers. So I have lots of space here. I need to tighten it a little bit.
哎，其实那一呀是一个手指能够伸到底下，能够插进去。
And I'm going to tighten it a little bit more, and then I'm going to clip it again.
哎，然后现在你看它刚才就松能伸进好几个手指，现在它再紧一下，这回呢只能放一个手指。哎，这回好了。
So 1 or 2 fingers. It can feel uncomfortable at first, but you will adjust over time because we don't normally have a strap under our chin.
对，现在呢，哎，一开始你可能觉得手有点紧啊，但是呢，时间长了你会觉得，哎，它晃一晃也不动，也不会掉下去，哎，这就好了。
Okay, so I did the 2, I did the V, I did the 1. There's an extra step as well.
还有之后的呢，有的还有多出来一步，好的头盔都会多出来一步。什么呢？
All of the new helmets have a dial at the back that I can tighten to make the full helmet tighter.
哎，这后边有个钮，新的这些头盔后边都有个钮可以拧的，给拧了以后把它拧成不平点儿。如果你的脑袋比较大呢，你再拧成粗点儿，让你戴着。
It tightens the helmet and it basically gives you that extra assurance that it will not twist off or fall off if you're ever in an accident.
哎，如果说出了事儿，要是摔倒之类的，它不会一下把头盔闪出去。哎，看它头盔上还有多一层。
Many helmets also sometimes have a light cam, just to be more visible, be more safe.
哎，
Okay.
好，这是头盔了。
So does everybody remember what the rule is? Let's see you show with your hands.
好，大家记得戴头盔的那个规则了吗？是什么？啊，
What's first?
第一个是。
Two that you can get actually mostly from the dollar store.
好，大家出去骑车的时候最好是背一个双肩背，啊，里面呢装点东西，装什么东西呢？看看，那这个可以从那个御烟店买，在御烟店里好多都给。哎，大家说水 water，
Yes.
嗯，
So important.
啊，水很重要。
它那个气
So
管里也
with water, if you have the right size bottle, you can keep it in your backpack, or you can put it in the, like mine is too big this one, so I don't put it there.
有的很多是可以放在车上的，你要是放不下它，这太大了，就放在背包里去。
It's always good to have a little snack. Maybe you get stuck outside for longer than you planned. Have something nice to eat.
现在啊，我骑车的时候，我的包里装一块饼干之类的，或者一个巧克力，啊，就这个小零
Actually
食，
nuts.
哎，零食或者是坚果，这是很重要的。骑车的时候，骑完了以后啊，会觉得真是很虚脱、很累的。所以我现在包里都装着这个东西。
If you ever have a flat tire, we don't have time to demonstrate today, but you should have this. It's called a patch kit. Think of it as a band-aid. If you get a puncture on the inside of your tire, it's a tube.
好，这个呢是那个粘贴，是那个如果你车胎被扎了，这个小东西你能很快的就把那个内带给它粘上。啊，我前段时间就是啊，骑车的时候就到我们家门口，快到家了，哎，车胎瘪了，然后正好我包里就有这个东西，这包这里面有一个全套的东西，你可以把它打磨一下，然后给它粘上。 拿气筒打上就完了。
There are good videos online, and Linda, what I'll do is I'll find you one that has it in Chinese.
Okay.
And so these are the different pieces. 3 pieces in your patch kit. 1, to remove the tire. These are 2 tire levers, so that you can take after you take the wheel off, you can take the tire off.
它这个里边呢，这个是能把那个轮胎给它一别就弄下来了。
Next, you have the glue. This is very important. Once you remove the tire and the tube inside is like a balloon, this is what you're going to use to attach the patch, the band-aid.
胶啊，胶水儿，哎，专门粘那个车胎的胶。
It gives you some sandpaper to clean the tube before you put the glue on.
这是砂纸，给打一下那个车圈的边儿，磨一磨。
And then it has the patch. After you clean the tube, put the glue on, you then put on the patch.
这就是那个补胎的小贴儿，你把那个砂纸打一下，然后把那个胶水放上，这个往上一贴，好了。
We will send you a YouTube video. Linda will send you so that you can practice this at home.
有那个 YouTube 油管上专门有介绍怎么用这个的。
You have some water from the fountain right here. For sure. So I got this from a sports store. A sports store. You can get it from Canadian Tire and you can get it from the dollar store. Usually $5 to $10.
这个啊哪里都有，这个医院店也有，肯定泰尔医院店没有，这边有这个算这种小store。
Oh, I heard it was there.
肯定泰尔有。
Canadian Tire is always a good option. Very affordable.
对。
And the other thing I carry sometimes, you don't have to have this, but it's good to have. Oh, I don't have it anymore. Never mind. Multi-tool, very important.
这是多用途的工具。
If you need to make basic adjustments on any of your bolts on your bike, once you have more experience biking with someone who knows how to use this, a multi-tool can be very helpful.
这个是很有用的，一个多用途的工具，可以紧螺丝啊，调一下东西都可以的。
Now you might be saying, oh, Rahul, this is so many extra things. I don't have time. I don't know where to buy this. Come to our program and ride a bike with us and we will give you all of these things.
说的哦，那你说这个东西没地方去买，你也找不着怎么办呢？那我们呢，以后我们会组织骑行，然后你要是参加我们的项目，我们会给你这些东西免费的给大家。
Okay.